Morning, folks. Got the lather whipped up on a Friday morning with a vintage brush. Here's what the bottom looks like, an OPal number 12. It's got a boar knot in it. You kind of see that I've got the lather whipped up. It's a little bit on the wet side. Not quite drippy, but pretty close. A little bit of water and it would get there. Got it whipped up here in my Old Spice mug. Shaver of the day is going to be a vintage ever-ready brush. Shaver, single edge with a gem blade in it. That is PTFE, I think is that how all those letters go together. It's Teflon coated, in other words. It's a pretty nice little shaver here. And already put a hot towel to the face this morning. Use some Proraso Preshave. And I'm going to be topping the shave off with some Aqua Velva Classic Ice Blue. Got the usual, well, almost quite, not almost. Get it right side up here. I got the Crown King alum block complete with rubber band this morning. And wife's got the Quinn rose scented witch hazel. So this morning I got Humphreys. This one here is Citrus. And I also got the Shaven Sailor beard oil that I'll be using off camera this morning. The one of the things I probably don't do probably often enough, what I warm my brush up in and soak it, depending on which one I'm using, is this is the mug that I use. It's just a coffee mug. It's kind of a heavyweight. Kind of tell by the handle there, it does weigh a little bit. So what the bottom looks like. HLC is the Homer Laughlin China. You can see it's got the USA there. I found this one a while back. Homer Laughlin is one of those few companies that's not owned by, in other words, a larger company or anything like that. It's a standalone company here in the States, and they've been making China for customers as well as restaurants, residential in other words, since 1880, I think it is, something like that. They've been around for a good long moment. We got a few of their dishes, in other words. One of those companies that we kind of fell in love with. They make some pretty unique dishes. The line that we like that is in current production is called Fiesta. A lot of different colors, stuff that I like. And matter of fact, that particular line of dishes is restaurant grade. They're heavy, they're not lightweight. Been kind of looking forward to this shave. I haven't used one of these shavers in a while. Like I said, the lather's not, I could add a little bit more water, it would be drippy, but this'll work for this kind of shaver. We've had a little bit of weather roll through Oklahoma. Been pretty fortunate here. The hail that came through here was not the golf ball size hail or larger. Seen some pictures, just tore up some cars. Ours, when it came through, it just started hailing before it started raining, and it was just like pea size. And then, of course, then the rain came. But I thought it was kind of odd because I was, of course, working from home. I'm sitting here and I hear it coming down, but I don't hear the rain. So I go outside and go look, and yeah, there's no rain. It's just hailing, and then eventually the rain shows up. But everything worked out okay over here, but in some places here locally, they got some pretty heavy hail. Got some pictures of some, like the windshield, just have all kinds of holes in it from where the hail hit it. Boy, consider ourselves lucky. My wife was out visiting her patients at the time. It just depended on where you were at, whether you got that extra large hail, I would say. Not too sure if the camera microphone is picking up. There's a little bit of feedback. For me, this is a pretty easy going shaver. It's not overly aggressive or anything quite like that. To me also, not only find the blade that works best for you in a shaver like this, definitely your pre-shave routine will make a difference. That's probably where I learned the hard way, I guess you might say. When I first started, I didn't use a hot towel to the face. And in other words, no prep. And after I started using a hot towel to the face, I realized just how much better my shave was going with, especially with shavers like this. Made a world of difference for me. At least that's been my experience. This Palmolive soap is working pretty well. Really been enjoying it. It's, for an inexpensive soap, it sure does perform well. And speaking of that sort of thing, I have ordered, and I understand, you know, sometimes shipping could be affected by the virus and all that's going on and the priority and whatnot. I got the aftershave early on, but I'm still waiting for the soap, and it's tobacco. I've never used tobacco, and I've been waiting for over 3 weeks now on the order. Says it's running late. I'm thinking like, yeah, 3 weeks, yeah, you're running a little late. But anyway, another one of those that's I guess you might say, you might refer to it as vintage, classic. It's been around a while. Been kind of anxious to give it a try. And what I ordered was not I ordered the stick, in other words. I didn't order the soap in the bowl. Thought it might be best that I start with the stick soap. Not sure if I'm going to like it or not. If I decide I really do like it, I might spring for the container and the soap there like that. But stick soap, I figured I could just, you know, cut off the end of it and put it in my bowl and do my usual bowl lather. Kind of thinking I might like it better anyway, so that way I really am not a big fan. In mug soap like this, I'm okay with it. With something where there's a lid that comes with it, I just hate lathering inside of it. I guess you might say those pictures you've seen from days gone by where the soap has went bad. I guess you might say it left a good impression on me. It's like, nope, not doing that anymore. Nope. That was back when I first started. I used to lather inside the container, but I know, you know, if you leave it open and so on and so forth, which that's what I did, but it was just, you know, for me, it's just like, nah, that's okay. I'll just bowl lather and I won't have to worry about that. Going against the grain on this pass. I don't know if you can tell, but this is a pretty smooth shaver. Tree Supers are another blade that work well for me. It's just that this particular blade, gem blade, I got them through Ted Pella, which they sell a lot of medical supplies also in the way of blades, and so it's easy to get it in bulk. And I bought 200 blades, so even though that was a while back, I still got plenty of blades. Considering how long ago, bristle out of the brush. That this razor was made. I have to say, they did a good job. I mean, it does look old in comparison to modern shavers, but it's well made. This one here hasn't been replated or anything like that. It's one of those situations, if you're lucky enough to find it online, where it's new old stock, where it was either the previous owner barely used it, took well care of it, whatever the case might be. This was just one of those cases. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see that blade in there, but there it is. It's like I say, it's a gem blade. Really like this shaver. You can tell it's easy to shave with. It's, to me, if you never shaved with one of these, the shave feel is not like a DE by any means. That blade is going to give you a different shave feel, but for me, finding the angle and everything it's just as easy as a DE. You can tell it's just easy to maneuver around the face, especially if you got any lines you're trying to keep up with. Like if you've got a beard, for me it's easy to keep the line straight. Kind of wish I'd found this one a long time ago. As goes for the performance of the soap, in between the Proraso pre-shave this soap, my face feels moisturized. It does not feel dried out or anything like that. Feels nice and smooth. Face feels good. Really can't complain about this soap at all. It is a little bit more difficult to find though. And I've noticed in some places the prices went up somewhat. Back when, I guess you might say, the word came out that the soap was going to be a little bit more difficult to find. And believe it or not, when I first heard about it, I thought, the way I understood it is that they weren't going to make any more of it. So I got about 6 or so sticks, which will last me a while. No more than what I use it. But boy, the face really does feel good. Humphreys Witch Hazel. To be honest with you, I can't really tell the difference in between, say, like this and some of the other witch hazels I've used. I do have one that I've been sitting on for a while, and it is warming up, so I'm thinking that I may have to break it out here pretty soon. Kind of misusing it. I've already went through one bottle, and that's Sterling's Witch Hazel that's methylated. I really do miss that nice cooling effect, especially during the summer months. I like it during the winter too. Definitely an eye opener, if you will. Get you going in the mornings when you really don't want to get out in the cold. This is good stuff. I still got they changed the label nowadays, but I've managed to get one like this. Oh, as it goes to restrictor, that's what it looks like there on the plastic there. It's a sizable opening, so you kind of be a little careful with how much it gushes out. In other words, don't let it go in the sink. You want to make sure you get all that goodness. Feels good on my face. It doesn't have, it's not, to me the alcohol content is not so high that it sets your face on fire, but that might be an indication also. Maybe that's the kind of shave, the way your shave went. So if you use an alum block, you would already know how well your shave went, the amount of steam and whatnot going on. I just got a little bit of it right down here. Not uncommon to get a spot on my neck from time to time, but inexpensive. Depending on what size you get, $4 or $5. It's I haven't had to buy any in a while. I got plenty. Really nice smooth shave this morning. Hope everybody's doing well. My mom took my dad to urgent care. They think he may have pneumonia. He's been tested for COVID. We'll find out later on whether he's got it or not. But he has been not feeling well, but we'll find out here pretty soon how he's doing. So I hope you're doing fine. Everybody stay healthy, stay safe, and smooth shaves to you.